At about 10 months, Lincoln learnt to cry manipulatively. Lincoln wanted to be held all the time, and I really wasn't able to do that because there are times when other things just need to get done that require two hands, like draining pasta water. And what I found challenging about this age was that there's no defiance in what he's doing, even when he's having a tantrum. He's just exploring cause and effect and how he interacts with the world. One afternoon, I found myself playing a game with him. I didn't mean it to be a game. It wasn't supposed to be a game, but it was. And the game was Lincoln would touch the buttons and dials on the dryer, and I would flick the back of his hand and say no. And he would take his hand away and look at me and then put his hand back, and the game would repeat. And once he'd done that 5 or 6 times, I realized, look, I don't want corporal punishment to be part of a game. At 13 months, we'd figured out something different. He's not allowed to touch the TV remote. If he picked it up, I would say, no, put it back. And then he would go and put it back. And I would say, oh, good boy. And then obviously he liked being told he was a good boy. So it turned into a game. He repeated that. What I found was a more effective course of action to stop the behavior was a Jordan Peterson idea, which is I can see him headed for the remote. I'm going to hold his leg to the floor so that he can't get any closer. He's going to hate that and try and fight me. I'll keep his leg there, pinned to the floor, and then 30 seconds later he's going to give up and cry. And I say I find it more effective. I was not really happy with it at first because I thought, well, isn't that punishing someone before they've done anything wrong? But when I prayed about it, a couple of verses came up. This is where all the language groups in the world come from, and they can't understand each other, get frustrated with each other, and then they find their different language groups and move away. So this is an effective discipline that God is meting out.